Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M4A3E8 or E8 Sherman. It's a tier 6 American medium tank. It's located on the northeast spawn of Highway and it's under the command of heavy999. And he's got 2 marks on the barrel of his 76mm gun. Game started. In fact, that's not all he's sporting. He's also showing marks for 2 ace tankers and at least 2 high calibers as well in this tank. Well, the Easy 8 is a variant of the original M4A1 Sherman. It's got the 4GAA V8 engine, which is an aluminium block. 18 litres, 500 brake horsepower, 32 valves, double overhead camshaft. It's the variant that the Americans favoured. Of course, the British like the Chrysler multibank engine, which was a 30-cylinder engine rather, and that was 5 inline engines mounted almost, you might say, in a pentagon around a central crankshaft. Okay, Heavy is getting a shot in on the Panzer IIIJ. He's going for his 3rd mark. He's very close to getting this, so he needs to do a lot of damage. And so he has loaded some premium ammo, and he will need it. He's got that Panzer IIIJ. If he can get one more shell in, oh yes he does. And now he's got a Chaffee to deal with. This should be fairly simple. Here we go. Oh, ram kill. Now this Easy 8 is the sort of later version of the Sherman. The original ones, which of course the M4A1 had the 75mm gun. This thing's got the 76mm gun, which is a much more high velocity gun, much more capable of anti-tank work. The 75mm was usually used against armoured vehicles, not armoured vehicles, sorry, used against artillery, gun emplacements and troops and unarmoured vehicles. Of course it could fire the HE round, as could the 105mm gun, but the 76mm gun was much more useful if you were going up against tanks, and yeah, he just gets hit by Arty. Loses 275 hit points. I think you can probably see, yeah, he's suffered a fair bit of damage there to the front of the vehicle. Now, the M4A3 Easy 8 is the version that you saw in the film Fury. Nice shot into the Su-85B. And another. Now the shield's capable of, the 76mm is capable of 115 alpha, and it'll penetrate up to 128mm of armour, and at tier 6 that's pretty good going. And the Arty makes himself known again. Okay, he's popping up. Where's that Su-85? Doesn't want to get hit from that 85mm gun because it's actually capable of stripping away quite a few hit points, and he's already down to 180. So he could get one-shotted out of the game by the 85. There he is. Backing up. Oh, yes! One more. And he gets him. I think he pulled him away because he thought that the Su-85 was in cover and he couldn't see him. And he didn't want to risk putting out and taking a round from that 85mm. Oh, now we've got a P2640. Now, he's got a 75mm gun, I think it is 76mm gun, but it's actually quite capable with HE. Very thin armour though, and he did take an HE round there, and 157 hit points. He's lost some more, and he's down to 21 hit points. He's very low on armour now. Oh, one more shot please. Didn't get it. Can we get another one? Will he pop out? He does, and that's the kill shot. So he's now down to 21 hit points, which makes him a splash kill for the M41 HMC. He's going to have to use all his skill now to try and avoid getting hit by Arty. And that means making sure that he doesn't leave a trail as he's driving along. But there's Matilda, who's probably seen him. He gets one in. He's got 20% of the enemy hit pool. Can he get a high kill? Yes, he got him. Now, Arty didn't fire again on him. They've only got 4 left on the enemy team. 2 of those are in the town, which means there's 2 remaining up here. One of which is a tank destroyer, and that's the it's an M4A3E8 the Scott, and the other one out there is the Arty, which is the M41 HMC. The other 2 tanks still in the sound, but the T6 medium, which is the Sherman prototype, is on its way back. And there's the Arty. Oh no, it's the M4A3E8 the Scott. Okay, so he doesn't want to get hit by this guy if he can help it. Gets one in. Can he go for the kill? Yep, nice. Uses the ridgeline perfectly. Good gun depression on this tank. It's 12 degrees. Oh, Arty's still there though. So he's now going to race there as fast as he can. Now, although he is actually carrying an HE round, the HE round on the Easy 8 wasn't as effective as the 75mm on the M4A1. He gets one in. 2. Kill shot. Oh, goes to somebody else. It goes to the SU-76. Would have been nice if he could have got that. He could have actually got it if he'd actually used the HE rounds, because even though they're not as good in penetration, he does do 185 alpha, and they penetrate 38mm. He would have gone straight through that M41 HMC, so he would have got the kill shot. Oh, T6 medium, he's firing the APCR, and the T6 goes down, and that is the last enemy in the game. It's all over, and he's won. You can see the damage that P2640 did to the gun mantlet. Yeah, nasty round hit the front there. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Here's the end of battle results, and it was an ace tanker and a 3rd mark of excellence from that game. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage to the hit points to his own vehicle, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5. If he got that last kill, he would have got a top gun as well, but sadly he didn't get it. It's a pity, because if he'd actually used the HE rounds on the M41 HMC, I'm sure he would have got that kill. The SU-76M stole it away from him because he was quicker on the draw. And when it came to the end of battle, he also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemies, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He did get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and he actually ended up getting the highest damage in the game. He got a high caliber for doing that, and his win rate from the battle was 10,947, which is high CPU income. And let's have a look at the team scores. Well, there you go, 2,393 hit points, the only person over 2,000 hit points in total. The next high scorer was the M4A3E2, which is the Sherman Jumbo. He got 1,675 hit points, followed by the T67, who got a Confederate and 1,598 hit points. And the ELC on his team also got an All-X medal for killing 2 enemy tanks in a light tank, which were at least 1 tier higher than him. When it came to kills, he got the highest number of kills with 5, just 1 short of the enemy from the Top Gun, and also 1/3 of the enemy team. The next high scorer being the KV-2R on the enemy team with 3 kills, and 2 kills went to the ELC, the Nashorn, and the Sherman Jumbo on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, he's got the top in that one as well, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,343 base experience points went to heavy999. 601 went to the T67. It is less than half the score that he managed to get, and 597 went to the TOG2. He fired 31 rounds in that game, got 23 direct hits and 23 penetrations. 2,393 hit points, of which 167 were at more than 300 meters. He received 8 hits from the enemy, 5 of them penetrated. Yeah, I'm afraid the armor on this M4 is not quite as good as that on the Thunderbolt or certain other Sherman variants. Of course, it is just basically a standard Sherman from the front, no matter how many bits of track you decorate over it. He also took 1 non-penetration and 3 hits by way of splash damage, because the P2640 was firing HE at him, as well as the M41 HMC. He blocked damage of 70 hit points in total. That's not a lot actually, but he also, but that's only 1 non-penetration there. 7 enemy vehicles were spotted, 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 killed, and 1,173 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he earned 47,684 credits, but after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and it was consumables that cost him here, he actually made a loss of 33,036 credits. If he'd actually not used the consumables, but basically he had to, he actually would have ended up with a 7,000 credit profit. So it just goes to show, sometimes, even if you don't use that much in the way of premium ammo, it might be the consumables that cost you in the end. 35 bonds from that game, and 2014 XP, no multipliers, and that's all the experience points he took away, but he did take away his 3rd mark of excellence out of that game, as well as a nice little ace tanker. The 3rd marks of excellence will never go away. Once you've got that 3rd star on your barrel, it's there for good. And then obviously people realise that you are serious about the Easy 8 Sherman. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.